Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, Nick.
Hi.
So, we've got something quite exciting. So, firstly, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for this special YouTube Live where we will be announcing the winner of Nick's On the Mic book bundle. So, that's oh, the book's right there.
Ooh.
So glamorously done.
I do have the mug as well, but it's full of tea, so I shan't be quite so
Uh,
dramatic about
that,
flaring it around.
that would have been funny. The tea going everywhere. But yes, let's get chatting. We've got Ben Dodd, Benjamin Dodd in the comments. So say hello, Ben, and say hi to Ben. Tell us where you are in the world, where you're joining us from, all that lovely stuff. So yeah, how are you doing, Nick?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, good. I've had a day of talking to people, which is always nice, and recording things and interviews for podcasts. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
great. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I upped my streaming game, so I'm very hot right now because I'm surrounded by lights.
Well, you look
um,
fabulous, babes. You look fabulous.
I
So
mean that's all I want to know. But yes,
all that
anyway,
matters.
congratulations on the book.
Thanks. I know. I wrote a book.
You did, and it's so beautiful,
Oh,
so
thank you.
beautiful. But yeah, so when did it officially launch?
The 16th of March. So I don't know. I mean, it's been a very peculiar couple of weeks, so I can't remember when that was. 2 weeks ago? A week ago? 10 days?
Is it all just like merged
Yeah,
into yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't think you can ever really prepare yourself for for that. And I've launched quite a few things like the card deck and the odd like courses and stuff, but like and the podcast as well. But yeah, the book felt like a whole new terrifying thing, but
Yeah.
exciting as well.
Exciting.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. So yes, I mean, I think we'll leave a couple more minutes for people to join us, and stuff. So, are you surviving
Mm.
the rain? It's really rainy in the UK at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, yesterday was amazing. We had this beautiful day with loads and loads of sun, and I was outside and I was like, this is it. It's happening. It's spring. And then today happened. So I take it all back. Do you like my earrings, by the way? Can you see what they say? I don't know what way I need to turn them.
Warm up.
As in your voice.
I love it. I love it. Yes. Yeah.
Do you think that's a
Very.
step too far with the custom jewelry, or
I mean, never. It's never a step too far. Not at all. Not at all.
I'm gonna have to
Um,
decide whether to wear these ones to the podcast show in London or whether to wear my QR code earrings.
oh, oh.
Mm.
I mean, surely you can have earring costume changes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, spice it up.
Go into the toilet wearing these and come out with my QR codes on.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the podcast show London is not that far away, is it? That's in a
No,
matter
it's
of
not.
months.
Yeah, dead excited. I've not been before.
You're going to come with a satchel of books.
Oh yeah, I suppose I need like a trolley, like an American child in a film selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah,
One of those red trolleys, but full of my books. And
full.
also maybe cookies. Maybe I'd make more friends if I gave people cookies. Let us know in the comments. What treats would you like with your book? I do I do have for my for the launch, in-person launch in Manchester, I had these very, very cool, not geeky in any way, tea bags. I'm gonna say commissioned, which have little voice tips on them.
Yeah, yeah.
It just says,
Oh,
let
what
your
I
breath
mean,
go. This one says, have a brew. So I'm
have a
gonna send one
brew.
of those to the winner as well as a little extra bonus.
I mean, we did get so when we closed the competition, I mean, people love a competition, don't they? But yeah,
Absolutely.
We've got I think nearly like 70 people wanting the book bundle in the end. So that's
Ah.
thing.
Well, I hope they want the book and the bundle is extra.
The book. I imagine they want it all. They want it
It is a
all.
good pencil. Shall I show it or is it too early?
I mean, do.
Look at this. I don't know if it's the right way, but
Yes. Warm the
can you
feck up.
huh? Because I'm Irish, you see.
Right. There
It's
you
on
go.
brand. Very on
It's
brand.
and if you think about it, the bundle helps together, doesn't it? Because you can read the book, have
Make
your
make a little note.
pencil, make notes, have a
Put your
cuppa.
tea in your cup.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right. So, yeah. I don't know when should we announce the winner now or
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Have you got like have you've done it already in a
yes,
secure
we've got
name picking system?
a secure vault. Do you remember? Wasn't there? I mean, this is me going on a bit of a tangent. But wasn't there something to do with like some sort of football game and an octopus picking? Do you remember this?
Oh yeah. Wasn't it just that the octopus was good at predicting winners?
Or something like that, wasn't it?
Hmm.
I'm not saying that's what we've got. I haven't got a pet octopus that's picked the
Show
winner.
us your octopus.
But no, yes. Right. Well, we could do like a mini drum roll, couldn't we?
Yeah. Shall I do a
After 3. I mean, we need better sound effects, don't we?
all right.
And
Not really
the
my area.
winner, the winner of your wonderful book bundle is the wonderful Marissa Gowdy, and her podcast name is Not Work Storytelling. So that one sounds interesting, doesn't it? So huge congratulations.
Congratulations. I will
Yeah.
wash the mug before I send it.
So yeah, what we'll do, Marissa, congratulations. What we'll do is we'll obviously share your details with Nic will be in contact and sort out the logistics of getting you your book, your pencil.
I'll get it all in my handbag. I'll get on a bus
Oh.
and I'll come to your house. That sounded really threatening, didn't it?
It
In my accent.
Well, I don't know. Still a little bit friendly. Still friendly.
Get the kettle on. I'm coming round.
So yeah, huge congratulations. That's amazing. So well done. Yeah. Now is the part where we move on to you sharing.
Yeah.
So you've already shown the book in its glory.
I have.
But like let's talk about the book then. So what are some of the reasons why did you write it?
Because well, the short answer is because my clients kept asking me when was I going to write a book? Because I'm a massive voice nerd. You know, I've done like an MA in voice studies, constantly doing courses on vocal pedagogy and voice technique to make sure I'm on top of everything that's going on in voice coaching and training at the moment. I'm constantly sharing the books that I learn from and have inspired me with my listeners and with my clients and the people in my community on Facebook and all that stuff. And eventually they were like, it's all well and good you sharing other people's books. But when are you writing a book? And I was like,
Ah,
don't be
nice.
ridiculous. I don't write. I write Instagram captions. You know, I'm not a writer. Don't be ridiculous. And then I had a little think about it and I was like, well, I could try. So I did.
So you did,
And now
and
I've got this.
the rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah. So really it was my clients badgering me a wee bit. And I just thought, yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, I mean, don't embark on just writing a book without thinking about it. Terrible idea because it's really hard. But it's been a really interesting and useful process as a coach and as a pedagogue to like really crystallize my process and like
Yeah.
really reflect on how I do things, what I believe works, what I know works from my experience as both a speaker and a coach, and put that all in writing has actually been a really useful process because then I go, yeah, actually, yeah, this is how I do it right now in this moment in time. Might not
Yeah.
be how I do it in 5 years, but right now, this is a lot of the stuff that works. So yeah, it's been brilliant.
Wonderful, wonderful. And who's the book for? Obviously podcasters, right? But
Yeah. Well, it's for anyone who speaks on a microphone, basically. So I have voiceover artists, podcasters, speakers, and presenters on the front, but I also work with people like celebrants, comedians, broadcasters, all kinds of people on microphones. But it's basically a distillation of everything that, yeah, I know as a speaker because I've worked on microphones for nearly 20 years as a voiceover artist and as a podcaster, and now as a coach for like 7 or 8 years, and nearly all of the clients that come to me, as it happens now these days, tend to be on microphones.
yeah.
Your niche kind of finds you, I think. And that's what I love doing. I love helping anyone who uses a microphone, even if it's just going live on social media to share your thing that you make. That's still on mic speaking. And it's really important to understand the differences between what happens to your voice and how you can come across in the way that you need to for whatever it is you're doing. So that's very different for if you're a voiceover artist or a podcaster, of course. But the approach is the same in terms of preparing the voice so it's free to respond emotionally to whatever it is you need to say.
Mhm.
And ultimately, for me, it's about helping people on microphones to gain awareness of how their voice feels, how their voice sounds, what their voice can do, and give them lots of exercises and techniques and tips to help them look after their voice and get the most out of it and feel at home on the microphone.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful.
And also,
What
I say the word feck in it a lot. So if you are offended by Irish slang swearing, then it's probably not the book for you.
Hey, you could make it into a game, right? Every time feck is used,
Drink,
have a cup of tea.
which
Yeah, cup of tea.
hydrate.
Hydrate.
Yeah,
There, you did it on purpose there.
I did. Yeah. Somebody did put in a review on Amazon. Fair play because she managed to get the phrase "wee flaps" into a voice book, as in
Right.
vocal full
Yes.
flaps and wee small.
I
That's my
mean,
legacy. That's my legacy.
congratulations. I mean, did you have a list of words, bonkers words that, I'll try and get this in?
No, it's just the way I speak. So they're in the book, and then someone was like, "You should probably explain what feck means." I'm like, "Oh yeah." So there's like a footnote. It's like feck. Yep, that's footnoted at the back, as is we and owl and crack and all the other words that go in there.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, yes, do you mind sharing some
Oh.
some bits from the book?
um, I thought a good I thought I'd share potentially like controversial bit, I suppose. Ooh. The book's called On the Mic. And I'm reading from the section which is called On the Mic, which is really just some very specific tips for being on the mic. How many times can I say that? Up until that point in the book, it's been loads about vocal awareness exercises, releasing your body, finding good alignment, finding lovely free breath, finding vocal variety and expression, clear articulation, all the stuff that you need to make the actual sound. And then, of course, you get on the mic. And I wanted to give a few other little tips that were specific for that. And some of those are things like, the first one is let the mic do its job, which is fair. Sometimes we try and take over and try and think we have to do weird things with our voice. Another tip is one to help with plosives.
Oh,
And
yes.
another tip is hydrate, please, capital letters. But the one I wanted to read, maybe slightly controversially, for an on mic tip as a speaker is tip number 4: forget the mic's there. um, so I'll read now.
Oh, yes.
Tip number 4: forget the mic is there. I don't mean literally. It's often an unavoidable hunk of metal, plastic, and foam. You might even be holding it or having it have it clipped to your lapel with a fecking great big battery pack hanging off your bra. But this tip is to remind you that it's not about the mic, it's about the listener. Keep your focus on who they are, your desire to communicate your message, the effect you want to have, or the reason for speaking at the core of your delivery. The mic is but a conduit, and that sentence made me feel very intelligent. It's your listener who is important, not the mic. The mic isn't listening, the person is listening. Focus on
Mhm.
that.
Ah,
Thank you. Thank you very
yeah.
much. Yeah, so that's the bit I thought it would be interesting to share.
Yes, 100%, 100%. I think because you have to remember, don't you, that like if you are podcasting or like in front of a mic, it could feel like you're just talking to, like you said, this metal, this
Big
big bit
piece
of
of
metal.
metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. The technical terms went out my brain then. But yeah, like you got to think of who you're talking to, don't you? And
Yeah. So much of podcasting as well when I work with solo podcasters primarily and new podcasters is the focus on holy crap, there's a microphone there, and listening to themselves. And then what happens is you're just monitoring and judging yourself every single word that you say. And then that
mm,
just completely takes away from that sort of authentic, free, like open delivery because you're just judging every word. You're going, oh my God, too loud. Was that plosive? What's that weird white mouse noise? Why can't I say digital? Like, all these like funny things that go through your head instead of remembering that you're there to share a message or inspire somebody or make somebody think or get them to buy whatever it is you're selling. So one of the things I do try and get people to do is just fucking forget about it.
mm, yeah, yeah, and that's once you've learned how to do that, then it's going to sound more authentic, isn't it? And it's only going to help
Yeah.
with your delivery. And yeah, forget about the microphone, even though it's
Who
there.
needs it? Who needs it? Okay, all of
Who's
us, but you know what I mean.
100%.
I love it. I love you. Don't take it personally.
Well, thank you for sharing. Yes, that wonderful extract.
You're
What word
welcome.
is it? Extract, excerpt,
Snippet? I don't know.
snippet.
Wee bit, wee section.
Insert your favorite word. So, where can people get the book?
The book is available at onthemicbook.com. Oh, that was so slick.
I mean, I do try. I do try. So
Yeah.
yes, on the micbook.com, and you can get your own copy. I mean, obviously Marissa doesn't need to because she's
But
already
all those other 69 people on that list, they need to get theirs now.
100%, 100%. So yeah, so go to that link now and get yourself a copy. Is there anything else, like any other resources that you've got, or like where else
Oh.
do you kind of share your
I'm on Instagram. That's my main platform, I think, at Nic Red Voice. You can
mm-hmm.
find me there. I think a link to my course is in Captivate, isn't it? In the what do you call the bit? The
Growth
growth
Labs?
labs. Because we
Yes,
did that lovely workshop, didn't we?
yes, we did. We did
So yeah,
indeed.
my online course will be starting again soon, actually. That's the vocal empowerment program, and that's 6 weeks of like online brilliant exploration of your voice. So you come out the end with warm-ups and cool downs and an understanding of vocal health and an understanding of your voice and what it needs to be free and expressive and engaging and clear and healthy. And it's really good crack.
100%, 100%. And I would definitely, so yeah, definitely sign up if you're not a Captivate user. Definitely sign up. Everyone gets a 7-day free trial. And yes, as Nic mentioned, our growth labs. So part of the platform, which you do have access to during your trial, is our growth labs, which is full of resources, workshop courses, to help you, well, ultimately up up your podcasting game, right? And yes, Nic did a wonderful session with us where you shared, it was exercises, wasn't it? Fun exercises to warm up your voice. And I mean, is there one that you can quickly share now?
Why don't we do this one? So put your finger in front of your lips. Might take people back nostalgically to certain things they used to do when they were a kid to annoy their parents. But if you just give your finger a little waggle in front of your lips, like this. You have to do it with me. I was going to say, don't sit there. I look like a lemon. You also have to look like a lemon. So wiggle your lips, and then what you're going to do is just let a very gentle sound come through. And then what you're going to do is glide up and down your vocal range. Come on, your go.
Okay.
So it's a really nice, I don't know if you feel it, but your lips might feel a bit tingly and buzzy
They
afterwards.
definitely do. They definitely
like you've had a backstreet fillers job. But what that does is gets the vocal folds vibrating nice and easily, gets the airflow coming through consistently, also releases the lips so you get a bit more clarity in the lip area too. It's a lovely little exercise. And then what you can do as well is say you've got the intro to your podcast or the first little chunk that you need to record. If you speak it behind doing that, it's a really nice way of integrating that little warm-up exercise into working with your text as well. So if you're going to say like, my name's Nic and welcome to the Voice Coach podcast. Today we're going to talk about steaming and vocal health. Then I would just go, well, my name's Nic. Welcome to the Voice Coach podcast. And today we're going to talk about steaming and vocal health. And then you go, welcome to the Voice Coach podcast. My name's Nic. And what you feel is a lovely sense of like buzzing in the voice and a lot of energy in the oral space, which gives more volume and a nice tone for minimal input. And it just helps you kind of get your mouth around the words a bit more easily.
I'll have a go as well, and
Thank
be with
you.
So I have the SEO. My personal podcast is the SEO Mindset. So you ready? Hello, my name is Sarah. Am I doing it too slow?
Please take it very seriously.
Hello,
I've got a master's degree in this,
It is harder than it looks, isn't it?
So we just talk and just keep this nice and free and easy, like up and down.
Hello and welcome to the SEO Mindset podcast. Have I nailed it?
Brilliant. You've absolutely nailed it.
The student becomes the Padawan. I think that's a reference, isn't it? Somewhere. I'm just saying sayings. What I have just put onto the screen is you have a podcaster warm up, don't you? Also on your website, if you head on over to nicredman.com/podcast warm up, just that URL there. Warm up, people. There's a free resource for podcasters as well. To help
can I just say at this point, like, because a lot of people's response in podcasting is, why do I need a warm up? It's like, I'm just talking. What I would say is, sure, you can talk without warming up, but what if you did warm up? Like, what would happen? Just think about it. Like, so warming up is about preparing your voice to do the job you need it to do, which is speak clearly and in a way that people can connect to and affects people and inspires people. And what a warm-up will do is give you more access to vocal range, more variety. So if you're somebody who ever feels like they're monotone or they ever feel like their voice when they listen back doesn't sound like they thought it was going to sound because they thought they'd sound more emotional or they thought they'd sound more inspiring or more happy or whatever, then a warm-up can help you with that because it gives you more access to vocal range and color. And it can also really help you. This is the best one for podcasting. If you edit your podcast, it can help you save time on edits because the less you trip over your words, the less fumbles you have, the less you have to redo things. So if you can, cut down a bit of editing time because you can say stuff the way you want to say it the first time round. I mean, that's a winner, right? Saving you some time.
100%. Matt Davies. Can we warm up our ears so we think we sound better too? I mean,
well, Matt, if you were, that's the thing that like again, so many podcasters come to me saying, "Oh my God, I hate the sound of my voice. My voice is awful." I say to you, don't be silly. Your voice is wonderful. And if you have a message to share, it's not about how you sound, actually. It's about the impact you want or need to have. So the short answer is yes, just keep listening to yourself and you'll get used to it. The another answer would be, come and warm up and play and explore, and I'll show you how to love your voice even more. And the third answer would be, it's not about you, it's about your listeners, so just crack on.
There you go. There you go. Such wonderful, wonderful advice. Wonderful advice.
Such sage advice. What a thought leader I am.
I'm just put again the link, just in case people missed it last time. There is the link to the book again. I mean, you've made it easy on themic.com. Very easy.
Easy
On
peasy, yeah.
themic.com to go and find it and get your own copy. And yes, thank you to everyone who entered the competition. Yes, and well done again to Marissa. You will have your hands on your book and you'll be doing all this wonderful stuff before you know it. So yeah, huge congratulations. Thank you, Nic, for running the competition with us.
Thank you. Thanks for the support and the collaboration. I really appreciate it.
It's always we've collaborated. We've collaborated a few times now, haven't we?
Yeah. I think maybe at Podcast Show London, I'll just come and stand next to you on your stall.
I mean, yes,
wave my book around.
Just no waving of your mug if it's got
no
tea in it, right?
Sure. Health and safety.
Health and safety. So yes, Marissa, like we said at the beginning, we will share your details with Nic. Nic will be in contact with you. And yes, we can sort out getting the book and all the other wonderful bundle, all the wonderful merch to go with it as well. So yes, thank you everyone. Time is flying, isn't it? It's time to wrap up. So yeah, before we do leave, is there just one last tip that you, from the book or from your brain in general?
From my brain, remember you have a body. So your voice is not just about what happens here, it's about everything, tip to toe. So if you've no time for anything, just get up and have a bit of an old jiggle. Free up your body and you'll free up your voice.
100%. I have been doing that before my part, and it does feel, I don't know, it's weird, like you do feel warmer in that your voice is richer. I don't know. It does. Yeah, I've been doing that one.
Good
because
that's great.
If there is, because sometimes you forget, don't you? Like you're sudden, like you're recording, you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't like warmed up. I need to do something. So that's the one that I do if I've not like, do a little jiggle.
Brilliant. Oh, well, I'm glad you're finding it useful. Look at that, everyone.
Jazz
voice training in action.
Wonderful stuff. Right. Well, thank you very much, Nic.
Thank you, Sarah, and everyone at Captivate. And thanks for watching. If you were, please get the book.
Yes, please do. We will share. We'll share the link with the audience and stuff to get the book. But yes, have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, wherever you're watching this from. Thank you again to the wonderful Nic. And yes, until next time. Goodbye, everyone.